Hi, welcome to Health by Nature. I'm Sheridan Jenrick, naturopath and nutritionist, and I've got some tips on constipation for you today, so stay with me. Talking about constipation isn't necessarily something that can be clearly understood or relieved unless we know what constipation really is. So for some people, it might just be not going to having a bowel movement every day. Other people, it might not be feeling that complete evacuation, like getting rid of all the rubbish. And if you've had any history of needing to do enemas, colonics, or even relying on pharmaceutical or chemist, Metamucil or fiber type supplements, these are really clues for someone like me to understand that your digestive system is just not eliminating rubbish and toxins from your body very well. So I'll give you some basics that I would like to see is just rule these things out, and then we can know that you've got other options that you can try. So constipation isn't just a lack of fiber and water, but obviously if you're not drinking enough water, then we want to start with that. And the types of fiber that you can get that will bulk the stool are not all the same. So just having a bowel movement isn't necessarily an indicator that you're clearing your hormone imbalances out, or that you've got toxin removal going very well. And if you've got lymphatic congestion, like if you've got any fluid retention in your feet and puffiness in your eyes, or if your arm puffs, if you've got any congestion you haven't got an armpit, then these are things that are clues that your lymphatic system is blocked up as well, and constipation relief will at least get that flowing through. So food intolerances can also cause constipation, and so can things like pregnancy, emotional stress, trauma. These are all things that will make us energetically hold on to try and compensate for the changes that are happening within our body. So my first and favorite mineral to make sure people have got in the right dose and the right form is magnesium powder. So if we want to get someone's bowel moving, before I try any type of herbal supplements that are much more irritating and harsh, I will always try and get a really high quality form and specific form of magnesium. Talk with your health professional first about knowing which one, and the timing of day that you should take it is key. The other ones that I would like people to understand about is thyroid problems. Thyroid will, if we have a slow thyroid function, that will slow our bowels down. And so it's another indicator that there's something else in our body that's not working so well. High stress will also, cause our bowels to not work because the nervous system is not releasing that migrating motor complex, or that, that tension to make our bowels open up. Gut imbalances and gut flora imbalances is often really problematic. But the other ones that I want to just make sure people know about is medications. Certain supplements like iron, if it's not the best form of iron, there are better ones now. They can cause constipation, but so can a lot of medications. And the thing to do to fix that isn't necessarily get another medication to cover up the constipation. It's actually making sure you've got enough of the supportive detoxification things in there. I'll go through some of those right now with you. We want to make sure we've got enough green leafy vegetables. Not only are they high in magnesium, but they provide different types of fiber. You've got the soluble and insoluble fiber, and they support liver function. So this is like systems biology, where if we support major organs of the body, the bile from the liver also helps us produce good bowel movements. So it's all connected. We can't separate different things out. The other one I really like to try with people is if they can tolerate seeds. So flax seeds and chia seeds would be my two favorite ones. If you have any history of bowel issues, then grinding your seeds and soaking them is going to make them much more easily digested. It's also going to soothe the lining of the gut so that you'll pass more easily, and it's going to help with hormone imbalances as well. So doing them after dinner, like a chia pudding or flaxseed pudding after dinner, it's not going to usually do too much harm, especially if you've ground those seeds up. And then the other ones that I like people to try before they go and use, harsh psyllium or any types of chemicals, not called chemicals, but products that are in the chemist. Those things, I prefer people to at least look at making sure they've got lemon water or those things that are not going to do any harm, and then digestive bitters. So one of my favorites is using rocket daily, like as a add to foods. It's bitter and it's nowhere near as strong as some of the liquid herbs that we have in herbal medicine to get bile flow and bowel movements going. But there's other options like chamomile tea or peppermint tea. Things that in combination that will support you to be able to have consistently better bowel movements. The other ones to look at are acupuncture, abdominal massage, walking. They used to say movement creates movement. So that's something that's just not going to do you any harm. And especially if you look at fun types of movement, dance or just playing with your kids, this is going to be ways that you can create that joy and that emotional release through the physical and the mental body. It's just a way of supporting we've got to move that energy and those emotions through our body. So, oh wow, I think I've covered off a few already. and before I go into other types of techniques and toilet habits that we can do in another show, I've got my emoji here now with me, so I'm sure it won't be the last time I talk about constipation or bowels. So, hope you've enjoyed and learned something useful. And I'll be back again very soon. Don't forget to subscribe and like and share with your friends. If you know anyone that this might help, we'd be more than happy to have them bring us some suggestions about what you guys are needing us to talk about. Thank you.